So I served in the United States Marine Corps. I served from 1999 to 2003.
I joined the military in 1986 when I went to college, got involved with ROTC, and was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Army. And I was a UH-60 Blackhawk pilot.
I served 6 years active duty with the United States Coast Guard.
I served 20 years in the Ohio Army National Guard, and during that time I did 2 deployments.
I went in right after high school. It was something I always wanted to do. My father was a Marine in Vietnam. I'd always been interested in military history. Of course, I had to pick one of the most difficult branches to go into, but it was the toughest, of course, and I wanted a challenge.
I started actually flying while I was in college and had always wanted to be a pilot. That's why I was involved with the military. I wanted to go through their flight training. And while I was still in ROTC, got to get in a helicopter, and I knew then that I wanted to be a helicopter pilot.
When I turned 18, I decided I didn't really want to go into college at that time, and so I started looking into different branches of the military and thought the Coast Guard was a really good fit. Not only was I able to be a first responder, I was able to go out on the boat and do search and rescue, law enforcement, which I really wanted to do.
I did have a grandfather and a couple uncles that served in the Navy, so I always had a high interest in serving in the military. It wasn't until my senior year of high school I had to find a way to go to college, and the National Guard was a path for me to go to school, and my goal was to be a game warden.
They confided in you, put a lot of trust in you. They taught you to be a leader. They taught you to have self-confidence and self-worth and how to work together as a team. And I think that was just some of the most formative things that I took away from my time there.
So I owe the military a lot for having this job, to be quite honest with you. We do a lot of aerial surveys where we're lower to the ground so we can see what kind of animals we're trying to locate and count. At the same time, we're doing that in the military, flying low level. So that training was essential for me to get this job.
Pretty much everything I learned in the Coast Guard kind of goes to my work life. I still do vessel safety checks. We still do boardings where we're going, doing safety checks or violations where we're checking all their gear, educating them about the area, what they need to have.
When you are a service member, there's very rich values that are ingrained in you through your training, the honesty and duty, courage, honor, respect, selfless service, integrity. Those are all things that are very important to most service members and things I try to abide by in my everyday life.
I'd just like to thank everyone that served and continues to serve, and it's a great opportunity and experience for anybody that's looking into the military.
If you want to respect and honor a veteran, take that opportunity that they've afforded to you to live in a free country and impact your community. You don't have to be in the military to serve.
I think those of us that serve, that are veterans, it comes naturally. That mindset of wanting to be helpful to your fellow citizen is something that transitions from that service to here at DNR.